Yeah, good morning. I'll take a medium with 2 sugar and a medium regular, please. Good morning, Darcy.
Duffy, how are you, buddy?
I'm great. It seems like it's been a while. Like
It
extra
has.
long between the last...
It has. So we should probably apologize because we're actually a day late
We are a day late
for our podcast.
and $1 short.
Usually $1 short, yeah.
Do you remember
Why-
remember the story I told the last time we started off a show like this?
No.
You can't remember anything.
No, my memory is terrible.
Talked about the old guy that was the excavator guy, and he had stupid expressions all the time
Oh, right.
about the donuts and everything. Anyways.
That's right. I remember
Yeah.
that now.
Yeah.
That was a while ago.
Yeah.
Oh,
Episode.
you were asking. That was
Episode
like
who knows what. Yeah.
episode 1 or 2.
Yeah.
That's.
Well, the good
I
thing
can't
though.
remember yesterday.
Yeah, the good thing is got lots to talk about. I have
Yeah.
a bunch of stuff
But
in my
should we
head.
say why we're a day late?
Yeah, because it was gorgeous yesterday.
Beautiful day. We sat outside and had
Yeah.
a coffee.
Yeah, and I just didn't even want to do the podcast.
No.
Because you kept saying, "Are we going to do it? Are we going to do it?" And I'm like,
I brought the equipment.
yeah. And I just said, "Let's just do it tomorrow."
Yeah.
Now tomorrow is today.
And we're on our way to doing it.
So here we go. So
So
one
I just
thing.
like to say that's a nice motorcycle passing us by as we're sitting in
Oh,
the
you
parking
hear that?
lot.
I wonder if the listener can hear that.
I don't know. Well, we've upgraded our audio, so maybe they can.
That's a beauty bike, eh?
It is.
Now you have a
Very
couple of
nice.
bikes.
I do have a couple of
One in the
bikes.
living room and one in the
Still
garage.
in the living room, but that's going to be coming out soon.
You got to get on it, man.
I know.
Look at this
The
weather.
weather's nice.
So speaking of bikes, or
Yeah.
at least outdoor activities, a buddy at school,
Yeah.
one of our good listeners, came up to me like a kid on Christmas
Yeah.
and had the most wicked thing to share.
Oh, yeah?
And
It wasn't the shovel thing again. Did you get more information?
Oh, so no, not the shovel guy. Nothing on
No.
the shovel. It's
Okay.
still in there. So more to come on that later, I guess.
Okay.
But
No foul play yet.
his recommendation
Yeah.
was for a guest, and
Okay.
I love it.
Oh, yeah?
So we've tweeted about this all week. If
Yeah.
anyone's been following us at Copcar Coffee on Twitter,
Right.
we are in the search for the Jockvale Rollerblader.
Right.
Now, one more key piece of information: if you've seen this person, you would know,
You would know.
because it's not
Yes.
just the Jockvale Rollerblader;
No.
it's the Jockvale Speedo Rollerblader.
Yeah, I saw
Okay.
you tweeted a picture
Yeah.
out, or texted a picture
Yeah.
out of him yesterday.
Yeah. So
Oh
this
my
is
God,
a
I had a laugh.
super fun
Yeah.
challenge for the listeners and us to track down this gentleman
Yeah.
for an interview. I want
Yeah.
him to be a guest at some point.
We really would like to know
Yeah.
why he is rollerblading in his
Yeah.
Speedos.
Yeah. And I know for a fact we have
You're talking about
four.
for
What? I was going to say 4 or 5 people that live in Barrhaven that are listeners of the show.
Yeah.
So that's your homework for
That's
the
exactly.
April break, guys. Apparently it's in the morning. It's often around commuting time. And he's out
It's
there
the
with
most visible
nothing but
time.
the quote was sticks and berries.
Sticks and
Is
berries.
that a common? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, sticks and
So if you
berries.
see the sticks and berries on the rollerblades on Jockvale, please give us a shout, and
Yeah.
we'll try to connect with this guy for an interview.
Yeah, and you were talking about you like criticizing my dad bod.
Yeah.
You know, this guy.
Yeah. Well, you do
That's it.
realize that wasn't the actual guy.
Oh, was it?
No.
Oh,
That
because
was-
nobody's actually taken a picture of him.
No, that was JB back before he lost all his weight.
Was it really?
Yeah.
No.
Did you not know that?
I did not recognize him.
You got to look again.
Are you serious?
No, I'm kidding.
Oh, okay.
But it wasn't JB nor the rollerblader.
Oh, okay. But it probably
Because
looked
apparently
like that.
this guy is he's,
Like if that was JB before he,
Yeah,
BJ
yeah.
before he lost his
Oh,
weight.
can
That'd
you
have been
imagine?
hilarious.
So anyways, that's the one thing for
okay.
sure we gotta
Yeah.
figure out. Now I learned something from you during our extended coffee yesterday.
Oh yeah.
That I'm still
that?
I'm still thinking is odd.
Okay.
That you haven't been to the dentist in 30 years.
Yeah,
Like, that's shocking.
that is true though.
And you have pretty nice looking teeth.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
So how do you do it?
Yeah, that is actually true. It's been probably about 30 years.
And it's
since
not
I've-
because you don't have a health plan.
No,
You
I
have a health plan. You
yeah.
just choose
I have
not
a
to
dental
go.
Plan.
Yeah.
I choose not to go. I made that decision 30 years ago not to. I think basically it's a scam. Wow. Dentists for the most part.
Full on scam.
Unless you have a real problem like
a cavity. Do you fix your own cavities too?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
Put a little fluoride in there.
Nice.
A little aluminum.
A little solder.
A little solder.
A little solder from the garage.
Exactly.
Nice.
But no, it's like they're always like, dentists won't like me for saying this, but I mean, my kids. Are you an
anti-dentite?
I'm not, but my kids go. My wife goes. And it's like every 6 months you got to pay $150 each or more. I think ours is $180 for cleaning or whatever.
Yeah.
And then, you know, they upsell you into like, oh, you need an x-ray, you need pictures, blah, blah, blah. So that ends up being like, for one visit between the two kids, like $300, $400 every 6 months.
Yep.
It's like, do you have that many problems with your teeth that you need to go there all the time to do this stuff?
Do you change the oil on your motorbikes every now and then?
Come on, that's not the same.
That's proactive maintenance, is what the dentist would probably say.
Well, for me, 30 years of no problems, knock on wood. I mean, you know, that's, I don't know. I haven't had problems. So my decision was based on the fact that I had very bad experiences as a kid.
Okay, I knew there was an underlying reason.
With my dentist.
Yeah.
And he was the guy that was always going to Hawaii.
Yeah.
Taking trips.
Yeah.
Totally a nice guy, but
they do have nice cars.
I guess maybe they do have nice cars.
They do have nice cars.
Yeah. I guess maybe like they used to put those, if they were doing a cavity, they put some clamp on your tooth, and oh my God, the thing was just hurt like hell. I don't know if the practices over the last 30 years, 40 years have increased. But
anyway,
this
is getting painfully boring.
I know, but I have
your lack of dentistry in 30 years.
I have not gone.
But I just wanted the true.
I think it's a scam.
Okay, I wanted the true.
The
double check the day later to see if it was true and why and blah blah blah. So
it's a scam, people.
Crazy.
Dentistry, for the most part, is a scam.
Yeah.
Only go if you have a real problem with your teeth.
Yeah.
Otherwise, the way I do it.
Yeah.
You floss a couple times a day, you brush a couple times a day, mouthwash.
A couple times a day.
Yeah, and you should be good.
Should be good, eh?
Should be good.
Wow.
You don't need preventative maintenance for your teeth.
No, okay. Well, that is preventative maintenance. What you're doing.
I suppose.
But you don't want to go in for the professional
preventative
inspection every 6 months.
Exactly.
Hey, well, that's
even though like my insurance covers 80%.
That's the thing. Yeah, no, you're pretty legit because you're not even doing it based on money.
No.
Because you are a cheap bastard. But that has nothing to do with it.
I am a cheap bastard.
All right. So you're going to ask me what my pick is this week? This is something I've planned. I actually... It's a great pick.
You want to go into the segment? So we had Mr. Hollywood on last week.
Oh my gosh.
You forget about that?
We should talk about my memory. We should summarize that one.
Yeah, so we had Mr. Hollywood on to help you out with your pick of the week.
So if you're just a random listener, folks, you got to go check out episode 12. That's by far our most interesting episode in that we had Mr. Hollywood on.
Yeah, he was great. Mr. Hollywood, Matt Demers. He's a local kind of celebrity, goes on local television radio stations.
Heard him yesterday on the radio on
there
CFRA.
You go, see? So he gives us picks for...
He didn't give us a shout-out, though. Oh. He didn't say a thing about Cop Car Coffee.
I'm going to have to talk to him about that.
Well, I don't know why he wouldn't.
Why wouldn't he? That's not nice.
He was on with Christy Cameron on the afternoon show.
So now you're giving a shout out to that show.
Yeah. You know what's funny though? I was comparing him on that show and then him on ours, and clearly we were the second best show out of those two.
That's good.
Ours was more natural though. You know what? Hers was a little robotic. Like it was like it seemed so programmed. Like way less fun. Ours was better.
Yeah.
The Scientology thing's a thing for him. I think he brought it up.
Did he bring it up
with her
yesterday?
as well?
Oh, really?
That might be his go-to
joke.
Yeah. Or maybe he just has a thing for
I even
Tom
laughed
Cruise.
at it when I was playing back the episode.
I laughed too.
Yeah.
Anyways,
I laughed when we were live, and then I laughed after.
Oh, for sure. But we don't want to keep going over that. Check it out. I thought it was really funny.
It was good. It was a good segment.
Yeah, and the way we ended
the
way we ended it, just talking more about streaming shows and that, got me thinking that this officially now for Duff's Pick of the Week is Yellowstone on Amazon Prime.
Okay.
Kevin Costner.
Duff's Pick of the Week?
Yeah. So me and the wife, we've made it through... Oh, hide, Darcy. Hide.
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 They're coming for us.
Yeah, fantastic show. We made it right through season 1 this week, which relates to another thing we're going to talk about today, how I PVR my sports, right?
Yeah.
To watch other stuff.
Oh.
Anyways,
Yeah.
if you like, oh my God, there's so much to it, you know. Obviously, it focuses...
Is it a Western?
Well, it focuses on the life of the ranch in Montana. Huge ranch.
Is it like Brokeback Mountain?
Not at all.
I can't quit
You'll be disappointed from that aspect, probably.
Okay. But you can't quit it, though.
I couldn't quit watching it for the week.
Exactly.
So, yeah, I think we hammered out all 8 episodes or 9 episodes. Yeah. But focus on the ranch life, the urban versus rural versus First Nations. Although, you know what? They don't call Aboriginals First Nations in the States. They don't? No, American Indians was still kind of the term they're using in the show. Anyways,
but is that is the show set in present time or
present time with flashbacks of of Kevin Costner's kids growing up?
Oh, it's Kevin Costner.
Kevin Costner is the main character.
Okay.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Dances with Wolves.
Similarities to Kingdom.
Okay.
My previous pick, in that all sorts of individual trials and tribulations with these people, overall problems they're dealing with.
Yeah.
Great focus on the outdoorsy, the ranchy part. I said ranchy, not raunchy, just to be clear.
Apparently that's my life, raunchy.
And just a little bit of fighting, a little bit of, oh my God, a little bit of everything, but love Costner and the whole sort of ranch, Western, a bit of a Western focus. I mean, that's my pick of the week.
Okay, great.
I mean, and it's not like many shows where you say, oh, got to give it a episode or 2 to get into it.
Yeah.
Not at all. You'll either like it from 20 minutes in or you won't.
You keep getting me hooked on all these shows.
Well, this is a good one.
I never used to really watch TV, but like we talked about last week, we've signed up for all these damn services.
Nice. So there's $100 a month, eh?
Yeah.
Give it 20 minutes and you'll either like it or you won't. That's my
recommendation. That was sort of like Bad Blood, maybe. It sounds like Bad Blood. You're going to give it 20 minutes?
Same deal. You'll know halfway through episode 1 whether it's your thing or not.
Yeah, and I watched the whole thing of Bad Blood. Both seasons took me a few days, but got through it, and it was excellent.
Wow, 2 days. That's binging.
No, it was more than 2 days.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was a few days.
Yeah. And you know, like I always say, like, I compare it to one of my favorite series ever, Breaking Bad. It took me episodes to get into that.
Right.
And I loved it.
Yeah.
This one, I loved it, but I knew right away. So it's a little more simplistic kind of show.
So Duff's Pick of the Week.
Yeah.
This week is Yellowstone on, what was it?
Amazon Prime.
Can we say it?
We just did.
Did we say it last week?
We just
I think I might have bleeped all those out. Because we didn't.
Did you really? Okay.
You scratching there.
Fair enough. How can you see me scratching?
I don't know. I saw you like
from across the parking lot from your car.
I'm going to assume it was scratching because I didn't want to say.
Okay, so did you want to get on to the...
I do. Like, I want to get on to a little bit of a pet peeve, maybe? Is it a pet peeve?
Let's do the pet peeve. It relates to what we were just talking about.
Yeah, it does relate to what we're talking about. So,
let's go.
I like to watch the Sens games, the Ottawa Senators hockey games, live. It's live. Like, you got to watch the games live on TV. Like, you can't go to the CTC or whatever it's called these days. So, but I watch them live on TV.
Okay.
And I started out not realizing that
Old school Darcy.
Yeah, so I started out giving updates, trying to engage some conversation with
through the text.
Through our three-way group text, which I think we might have a segment coming up on that.
Hopefully not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, I was trying to engage some conversation about how the game's going for the Sens, how terrible they look. Mostly, at times, not bad, but mostly terrible. And I get these texts back, like, from you, don't spoil the game for me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what? And the reason is because you don't watch them live, you record them to watch later.
Yeah.
Like, what? What is that?
And you finally figured this out.
I did, but, like, and then what I started to do was troll you a little bit and give you updates anyway during the game.
So you wouldn't... So which sucks because you forced me to literally... ignore my phone now.
Why do you not watch?
I have to ignore my phone from, let's say, dinner time till whenever I'm actually live watching whatever sporting event I want to watch.
But why do you not watch them live?
I'll give you three guesses. Why do you think I don't watch them live?
I don't know.
I'm a busy man. I'm a busy man. So
okay.
And it's all prioritized. So if it were a playoff game,
you watch live.
I'm watching it live because I would want to do that more than other things.
Then I can give you updates.
But take yesterday, for instance, or back Thursday night or whenever the specific incident you're describing.
Yeah.
Beautiful sunny day.
Yeah.
Jay's game on. Yeah. I think as well, right?
Yeah.
And barbecue weather. I think those were like the big three.
True.
So I get home.
That's busy.
Well, it just everything was like the last thing I wanted to do in 24-degree weather was sit inside and watch a Sens game live. But I still enjoy watching it. So what do? I record it.
Yeah.
I also recorded the Jays game. I think we got outside, did some disc golf, had a barbecue, a couple of Ashton Brew Company beverages.
Can we say that?
Oh, I just did.
Yeah. I don't mind promoting them.
We will promote them. A couple of blueberry ales.
Yeah.
So an amazing day, and then you finish all that, you come in, you're like, hey, I still got a couple of sports games to watch. So I think
by that time it's like 9.
But by that time, so you're well into the game, texting spoilers after spoilers. And I've learned this. Like, it used to be really funny at work, actually. Some of the students would know I did this. And
they would text you spoilers?
Well, no, in person. I'd actually, let's say the Sens were out west on a road trip.
Yeah.
I'd tape the game from like 10 o'clock at night till 1 in the morning.
Yeah.
I'd look forward to getting home the next day and watching it. And some kids knew that and wouldn't say anything. It's funny, because they'd be up all friggin' night watching it live, which I still thought was...
That's like me.
That's like you. You'll stay up to 2 a.m.
Yeah.
So this one kid, though... Oh, I think he's a follower of the program, too.
Oh, nice.
Mr... Yeah, I think he actually listens to us. Anyways, this is a kid that graduated years ago.
Yeah.
Sir, you don't even want to waste your time watching that game. Or he'd preface
Sounds
it with...
like my text.
But he'd preface it with, hey, sir, I know you taped the game. I'm not going to say anything to ruin it for you, but don't waste your time watching it. That's all I'm going to say. So I'd be like, are you friggin' kidding me? Don't waste your time watching it.
Yeah.
So obviously they got beat bad. And then sometimes he'd come around and say, sir, I know you taped the game. You're going to be happy. Like just something like that. Like, oh, what the frig, man? So I'd actually still enjoy watching that one because I'd always be waiting for the Sens goals.
Yeah.
But the ones that he'd ruin that would say, don't even bother watching, I wouldn't even watch. Yeah.
So I began to troll you a little bit on that. Yeah, because I was like, okay, I'm just going to make spoilers.
Oh, God.
But, now I'm conflicted.
Yes.
Because I do...
I do ruin it. Yeah.
No, I do feel bad that I'm kind of trolling you a bit.
Okay.
And so I'm trying to not... I'll just go... I'll text out crap.
Yeah.
Or last night, wow.
Yeah.
So that leaves you kind of guessing.
But I won't even look. I don't even see them now till I'm live. I don't look. Now, a couple side benefits from it, though. Yeah. And it's great. I can sit down and then literally watch a 60-minute hockey game in 60 minutes. I fast forward everything.
Yeah, that's true.
And now when I sit down, oh my God. So last night I did watch, believe it or not, a bit of the pregame. So there I am at 7. So, Sens game at 7. You're thinking, 7 o'clock. They didn't start that damn game till probably 7:15.
That's true.
Not old. It used to be 7 minutes. Yeah. They used to start at 7:07. A little bit of intro, boom, drop the puck. Now, oh my God. They talk about the Montreal-Winnipeg game. They talk about Vancouver-Calgary.
Well, I also think last night was in Toronto, hockey fights cancer.
Okay.
So I think I didn't watch kind of that part of it, but I think they might have done something about hockey fights.
Great.
Cancer.
That's valuable
That's
enough. Sure, I'm not dissing that.
Yeah.
But
yeah, they
for an average hockey game now, what I've learned is, and I'm no hockey expert at all. I played the game. I know a bit about sports from a coaching perspective and whatnot.
Yeah.
I'm watching these guys and I'm thinking, really? How on earth are these guys getting paid to talk like you and I could probably talk? I don't. It's so friggin' boring.
Well, there's a lot of intangibles.
That's a joke. Yeah, yeah. I know they're giving it 110%. Hey, but like.
Well, they just got to make stuff up. That's what basically sports casting is.
So my time is more valuable than watching that 15 minutes. Love the game. There's an offside. Hit the little 15-second button. You don't even have to listen to them blab for 15 seconds to drop the puck. Yeah. You know.
But it spoils my trolling of you.
It does spoil your trolling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then like I said, I was a little bit conflicted by it.
Well.
So now I'm giving like one-word updates.
Yeah. And that particular night too, I actually had the two going, right? I had the Jays game on tape
really?
and that.
Yeah.
So it was weird.
Didn't I spoil the Jays game too for you?
No.
Because I went after the Sens game ended. I went over to the Jays game.
Did. Oh, that was my mistake. So as soon as the Sens game was over, I checked my phone, and if you didn't have a friggin' Jays spoiler, it friggin' blew me away. I'm like, great, now I can't check my phone when the Jays are on. Anyways, really,
I did go over to the Jays. I went into extra innings.
Yeah, I'm loving the Jays this year. They lost. You know what? This is for the best. Like, there was all these really, really high expectations for the Jays, and they got off to a great start in the opening series with the Yankees. But now they're brought back to earth a little bit, which I think is good at this point in the year.
Yeah.
Because I think they have the bats to make the playoffs for sure. And sadly, they only have like a couple pitchers that are probably top-level pitchers. But I think what we're going to see with the Jays is some of their weaker pitchers might give up a few runs, but I think the bats are going to get just as many. So it's going to be fun. There's going to be a lot of offense.
I haven't followed it as much. I mean, as you know, I've been... Actually, you know what? It's kind of cool is that they're playing in Dunedin.
Yeah, your old stomping grounds.
Yeah, exactly, which is kind of neat. I see they changed the stadium a bit to make it more like a major league stadium.
You know what they did? But
I love Dunedin. It reminds me of Manotick here in Ottawa.
Manotick?
Yeah, Dunedin is very similar to Manotick.
How the hell is it similar to Manotick?
It's just got that, you drive down the one main street.
Do they have a French fry shack in Dunedin?
Well, I haven't been there in a few years, but you have that one main street which you drive down.
Yeah, with the French fry
shack.
And
it seems it's very Manoticky.
Yeah. Okay.
Except that like another few hundred meters, you've got the nice ocean.
Yeah. Okay.
The bay or whatever.
And in Manotick, you just got the Rideau River.
You got the Rideau River.
Okay.
Yeah. But it's and that stadium there is not the best stadium. Like they've complained about that for years.
Buck Martinez said a nice piece on that. Yeah. He described that stadium as a cow pasture with.
It's in the middle of a subdivision.
He said 30 years ago it was brutal.
Yeah.
And now they poured some money into it, I guess, with the anticipation they'd be maybe playing there. Yeah. But there's a concourse now that goes around the entire stadium. It looks awesome.
That's different.
I definitely want to go check that out someday.
Yeah, like it is one of those stadiums that's made for AAA ball. I guess.
Yeah.
But they have the best beer guy there.
Really?
Hopefully he's still working there.
Huh.
I haven't been there in about 3-4 years now, but
so your employer's listening to this, making sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never bought a beer from him.
Oh, just the best beer guy.
Yeah, like he goes through the stands and he's like loud and he's boisterous and he's funny.
Nice.
Which I think probably increases his sales.
Gotcha.
I probably got him just because I'm filming the game.
Did you interview him for your
program? We should have. That would have been great because he seemed like a really...
Okay.
So hopefully he's still working there. Because he's a funny guy. But,
nice.
But yeah, so it's interesting when I saw that game the other night to see, that's Dunedin. Like, it looks completely different. So they did do some things to the stadium.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
So right now it's probably the best AAA ballpark in North America.
But, I mean, if you go over to the Philadelphia Phillies training ballpark, which is in Clearwater.
Is that very close?
Yeah, it's in Clearwater. It's about 10-minute drive from Dunedin.
Yeah, okay.
That... 10-15 minutes, that it's a really like the Jays have to practice in their spring training in 2 different locations because their Dunedin Park is not big enough, so they start the day there sort of thing, and then they've got to drive about another 10 minutes. I forget the area now, but they've got this big training facility where they've got like 4 diamonds there.
Yeah.
And then they all train there, and then they drive back and play the games.
I understand. Yeah, they got the main facility for the games.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
But anyway, I digress on that. But that's but it was interesting to see,
Cool.
and I'm glad that I spoiled the game for you the other night.
Oh man. Now it's funny you say you had to drive a whole 15 minutes away. That just reminded me of our buddy JB.
Oh yeah, BJ.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he'll
you wanna bring
drive.
that up?
He'll
Because-
drive 2.5 hours to go rake leaves, but then when you suggest a beautiful cottage property,
20 minutes
only
away.
20 minutes further, it's
Yeah.
I can't go another 20 minutes.
No, exactly. That's a bit strange.
Yeah, I guess he's
What are you
kicking
gonna
the
do?
tires on some properties. That's
Yeah.
always good to hear.
Yeah,
You know the best part about cottaging
yeah,
is just visiting a friend with cottage.
that's true.
Yeah, so we're
Making
both.
a
I think
mess.
we're both really hopeful that JB pulls the plug here and buys a cottage,
Yeah.
eh?
So
Or
we
a
can go
lot
up
or
there,
something.
leave all our empties, and
Yeah.
just drive home after.
Shoot the podcast from up there from the dock.
That'd be nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
which-
Dockside coffee.
Dockside Coffee.
Dockside
Yeah, we'll have to
Coffee.
change the name and
Yeah,
redo
yeah.
all the merch.
Cop Car Coffee visits the dock.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Change the name, redo the
Yeah.
merch.
Yeah.
But the one thing that I wanted to bring up very
Yeah,
quickly.
we must
'cause
be
we're-
getting near the
We're
end
getting
here.
near the end, but I
Okay.
wanted to bring up just because of that, like the spoiler texting and
Yeah,
all
yeah.
that. So maybe we'll do a quick, before we sign off,
Yeah.
a quick 3-way group text.
Do you have something?
I do have something,
Okay.
and it's based on
Oh God.
the spoilers and everything, and how
Okay.
busy you are in the
How
evening.
busy I am. Perfect.
Yeah, so let me
Okay.
just grab the text here.
Yeah.
1 second. So here's the text for this week's episode of Three-Way Group
Three-way group
text.
text.
Based on what you said just earlier about
Yeah.
being so busy.
I have no time.
Yeah, you have
Yeah.
no time. So
Thank
you-
God for PVRs.
So BJ and I were texting back and forth one afternoon,
Yeah.
and you pipe in. Let's see, 4:21 p.m. You butches are busy. LOL. Busiest time of my day is 2 to after dinner, and you guys are texting away.
Yeah.
So that's your
That's me saying, why are you doing this now? I can't participate.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I said, what's after 2 p.m.? A run, bike ride, jog, weights, a beer at the pub? And you say, LOL, usually a run or bike, sometimes get groceries, take your daughter to work, get dinner ready and eat dinner, then walk or ride with your wife, going for a
Yeah.
ride now.
Yeah.
Beer sounds great too. Too bad you two are non-beer guys.
Yeah.
And then I write back, so in other words, not our problem. LOL. And then if we go down, I suggested that we'd make some rules.
Yeah. So far, this is a two-way group text.
Yeah, but BJ's on that because we were
Okay.
texting.
You're
back
skipping
and
the
forth.
boring stuff.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm
okay.
skipping the boring stuff because there's a lot of crap
I'd say
in
90,
between that.
I'd say 99% of it is probably.
So BJ piped in.
Yeah.
He did pipe in eventually and saying he's not available after 8 p.m.
Ah, yes.
Right? Because he goes and reads,
Yeah.
shuts his phone off unless
And
I guess
you're not available before 8 a.m. Yes.
Yeah. So he said that. So I said, by the way, you butchers shouldn't be texting before 8 a.m. since I'm not available until
Yeah,
then.
Exactly.
Right. And then, like I said, BJ says, if that were true, then you guys shouldn't be texting after 8 p.m. for me.
Exactly.
Then
so
I write
nothing after 8, nothing before 8 in the morning,
And
and
nothing-
nothing between 2 and 6.
2 and 7.
2 and 7.
Yeah,
Or 2 and 10 if I'm watching a
Yeah.
sporting event.
exactly.
Yeah.
But then that got everybody pissed off because it's almost impossible for us to
And we all
not
should
text
be
each other.
working during the day as well.
That's true, yeah. Yeah,
We shouldn't really be texting
yeah.
between, I'd say, 8 and 3 either.
So I was saying, like, so times we can text are 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. and 7 p.m. to 8 p.m.
yeah, that works.
That's pretty limited, though. Doesn't really work for us.
Well, speaking of limited, I'm starting to feel it for the good listener.
So yeah, that was our
Yeah.
three-way group text.
I
So
like
yeah,
it.
I'm feeling for
Yeah.
the listener too.
So we'll leave you guys with a reminder. We're on the hunt for the Jockvale Rollerblader in a Speedo. You can't miss them.
yeah.
And we hope everyone enjoyed the podcast, as always, but you
Yeah.
probably didn't.
Find us on Twitter at Cop Car Coffee.
Oh, you're putting me right on the spot right
I
now,
know.
eh?
You should know.
We're
this.
on
You do
Twitter at
most of
Cop
the
Car
tweeting.
Coffee. I think it's Cop Car Coffee at Cop Car Coffee.
At Cop Car Coffee, yeah.
Don't forget about the merch store.
The merch. We should put a link up on Twitter for the merch.
Yeah, I could. maybe
Nobody's
do
bought
that.
anything yet.
Nah, it's all JB's job. We're the on air. He's the
He's
off air.
slacking off though.
Yeah, yeah.
He's too busy buying real
Too
estate.
busy kicking tires at cottages. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyhow, yeah.
We
good
got to get
show.
him on him though. Maybe we should fire him.
Yeah. You're fired, JB.
Or lay them off.